welcome to a brand new edition of Backstage 360. Today we celebrate women in power, in beauty, and in life. We'll have more from Shauna and Daria on Backstage Beautiful, and a beautiful story about an art exhibition that celebrates the courage and the power of women bringing their own families here to Canada safely after World War II. Later on, I'll sit down with Heather Daymond. She owns Shut Your Pie Hole, and that's for real. But right now, meet a brand new singer-songwriter that certainly will be hitting the charts and roaring up them, Nicole Rayy.
You say you're tired of the dusty heartbreaks, too many chances, too many mistakes.
I'm Nicole Rayy, and I'm a Canadian country singer-songwriter from Ontario. Basically, been singing my whole life. My mom always makes jokes that apparently I used to make up songs as a baby, so I guess I always wanted to be a singer.
Boy, you know we'll find it if we dig.
I actually went to university for a year for English, but basically procrastinated all my time singing and writing songs instead of doing essays. So I took a break from school and just decided to give music a full-time chance.
Nicole had her big CD release party of Dig in Winnipeg this past fall at Cowboys Roadhouse. And the evening's proceeds went to support Manitoba Neurofibromatosis Support Group, known as NB-NF. NF, as it's commonly known, is a genetic disorder causing tumors to grow in the body and can lead to disfigurement and even cancer.
The album is called Dig, and it just came out October 14th. Really proud of the hard work that went into it. It was a 2-year process. Started writing back in 2014, went down to Nashville, got to co-write with some really great people, including Patricia Conroy, Benita Hill, and tons more. And the album was produced by Doug Romano out of Toronto, and he's fantastic. We had an absolute blast working together.
Under the street lights, hidden in the lanes of the southern skies, a fire shining back in your eyes, ready to go looking for a diamond, a diamond.
To me, I've always written about what I know. I always feel like the best songs they come across more real if you write about things that are going on in your life and you know what you've been through. I mean, this album that I have out now is really just like pages out of my diary, so to speak. I mean, everything on this album, I just tried to be as honest as possible and just kind of tell the story of what I've gone through in the last couple of years.
All right, Winnipeg, shut your pie hole right now. We want to welcome Heather Daymond. And Heather, your life has just gone all over, 360, exploded. All right, so I think I first met you at a craft little thing in downtown, and you said, come here, you know, you've got to try this, and you've got to do a story on this. And we just never, our paths never crossed, but now they have. So you have some incredible news, and I said it's going to be a pie off here. So let's start. The crust is your mom and grandma's recipe?
Yeah, I definitely learned how to make pie crust by just watching my mom, and she just perfected her recipe. And I would go places and order a piece of pie, and the crust didn't taste like real pie crust. And so I thought at one point, you know what? I love making pie crust. I'll just start this little company, Shut Your Pie Hole. And
I love the name, and I think people do too.
Yeah.
And here you are.
And here I am.
Okay, so what are you using right now?
Okay, so in this bowl is a little bit of vegetable shortening, a pound of vegetable shortening, 5 cups of flour. Like, I give my recipe away because it's not just in the ingredients, it's how you touch your pastry.
Ooh,
it's an art. It is definitely an art. So.
All right, and so what else are you going to add
So we're
in?
going to add in a cup of water and an egg.
So simple.
It is, and that is the thing about pie. I love pie because pie is very imperfect.
Yes.
Cake needs to be perfect. Pie is imperfect.
And it's a comfort food too.
It's a comfort food, yes, something that your grandma or your aunt. So we like to whisk that up, and sometimes cooking gets a little messy.
That's okay. Now let's talk about some of the exciting things that have happened to you. Okay, number one, this place that we're in.
Yes. So
It's incredible.
This is my very own kitchen. It's the first own kitchen that I've had. I've started this business out of rented commercial kitchens.
Right.
And so we just outgrew 3 kitchens this year. Yeah, so I am done moving kitchens. I'm so happy to have my own place here at 1079B Autumnwood.
There you go, folks.
Yes.
Now, and you recently had a trip to the Emmys, which was
Yes.
incredible for you.
So we've had many successes along the way. I'm just going to
Yep.
do this up while we're talking. 30,000 jars of pie. And then we got a call from the Emmys in June, and they asked us to come down and do the gifting bags at the Emmys. 230 celebrities in our booth.
Oh my goodness. Any celebrities stick out in your mind with their pie experience?
Yeah, everybody was so excited, and they ate the pie right in the booth. That's hilarious. Like, some of them opened them up, and we couldn't even take the jar away from them. They were just, going at her. And Chris O'Dowd was one of my personal favorites, the cop from Bridesmaids.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
And he's currently doing a movie of a character from Winnipeg, so we had to have a long conversation about Winnipeg and how he got his Winnipeg accent perfectly done.
Oh my goodness, there you go, some inside news.
Yes. And Meredith from The Office, I got
Okay.
to meet her. That was really great. And 5 celebrity dogs.
Oh, how cute. And they like the pie too?
They got pictures taken with
okay.
their butter tart in a jar.
how cute.
And, we're talking pugs with millions of followers.
Oh my goodness. Well, what a great way to get your product off to a great start.
Yes.
And then you're a TV star, I hear, too.
So quickly after the Emmys called, the cooking channel called and asked us to come do a show, a pie bake-off against 2 American bakeries called The Sugar Showdown, on a show called The Sugar Showdown.
How exciting was that?
It was very, very exciting. So literally pie reality TV.
And the result?
The result is that I make some of the best pastry that they've ever tasted. I was 2nd place winner, which is great because I'm competing against other bakeries. I'm a self-taught baker, so I was very nervous going into it, but felt so accomplished to come out with 2nd, and them saying, 3 celebrity judges saying, wow, you cannot improve on this pastry.
Well, so that's the reason why I am not touching this bowl. She will not let me touch it. And so now
Now we're just going to add this in. Yeah, you add in your wet. Now, pastry can be over touched.
Yes.
And because you have to roll it out once you get it done, so just mix it until it's kind of a little bit clumpy.
Right.
You want it still moist. I use a very fine flour so that
Have you ever wrecked a crust? Oh, I guess maybe she doesn't want to answer that.
Well, I do think there's probably some people that have had some of my bad pie, but they tell me even my worst pie
Is your good pie, of
is
course.
not anything that is wrong with it. But I, consider myself a pastry perfectionist, so.
There you go. And I guess it's now been a great success with businesses and corporations too.
Yeah, so what happened through all this is that because we do make whole pies, but our pie in a jar is our main seller. So a corporation takes it and we co-brand with them. So we'll put their logo right onto the jar. So they can put a
Nice.
quote or a thank you, or a bride or groom use it as a wedding favor, because what's better than going home with pie in a jar, right? And we call it purse pie sometimes. Like, you put 2 in your purse. You can have a little bit of lemon, a little bit of butter tart.
Did you ever in your wildest dreams think that you were going to be a pie lady?
No, I did not think that. And also, there was this very surreal moment at the Emmys where we had our tickets to go to the Emmys, and the woman said, "Oh, are you a silver ticket or a gold ticket?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know." And she said, "Oh, gold ticket. Off the red carpet you go." And so literally we're on the red carpet walking towards the show. The limos are dropping everybody off. And it's just like, wow, pie has brought me to the Emmys. Right? How hilarious is that? I'm gonna pull
Next
this
step,
away.
the Academy Awards. Okay.
Yes. So now we've made our pastry.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oops. And we're flying it away.
And the flour is really important to have lots of flour so it doesn't stick.
Now, anybody else in your family interested in following in your footsteps?
Well, they like to eat the pie.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's what they do. I have a son that he loves to eat the pie.
There we go. So right now you're concentrating on your business, expanding it, but there are future plans. What do you dream about, Heather, at the end of the road?
So I come from a family of invisible disabilities, and starting this business, I became quickly aware that the food labor force, it's a hard, right? You're starting at minimum wage. They leave you quickly after you've trained them. And so I really thought about who do I want working for me and what kind of culture do I want to create.
Right.
And so we're going to build an ability kitchen. I come from a family of invisible disabilities, and so I'm going to build a kitchen that we could hire any kind of disability. We'll have an HR consultant that'll work with them, decide their hours, what kind of tasks they can do and can't do.
Right.
And so basically just a culture of no fear, no shame, and working for this pie company.
All at the same time.
All at the same time.
Oh, wow. So I forgot to ask, what kind of pie are we making?
Well, I thought today we'll make butter tart in the jar, and it's the Emmy pie.
Oh, there you go. All right, so we've got some work to do, Heather.
Yes. So you just want to roll it out until it's thick enough, but not too thick that all you have is pastry. Although, I've had some people just say they could eat just the pastry. So
That's good.
And we do have gluten-free, gluten-friendly options. We just make you pie filling in a jar.
Oh, good.
But that way, if you have a dinner party or something, you can still have options for all your guests.
No doubt. Okay.
So yeah, now our pastry is
Ready to go.
go.
All right, we could not show the actual process of putting the pie in the jar because that is Heather's secret.
The caramel secret.
Wow, and I'm so disappointed because I didn't get to do a pie with you, but you are such an artist. Congratulations. This is it. You can open it up. My cameraman, Rudy, had a very interesting question. How best to eat your pie in a jar?
Everyone likes their pie so differently. I prefer my pie warm, and so the jars heat up great in the microwave. Look how beautiful that looks.
Oh.
Yes. So you're getting to try Emmy pie. This is the butter tart pie. And so 30 seconds in the microwave. I like a scoop of ice cream right on the top, and then your ice cream marbles its way through your whole pie. We have 13 flavors altogether. They're all on the website. So, there's nothing better than homemade apple pie, sour cherry pie, your ice cream melting on top. I mean, your dinner guests are going to be so impressed.
And say that you made it yourself.
Exactly.
No?
Little flour on the nose.
Yes, I know, I wanted to do that too. And then Heather will be saying in your ear, shut your pie hole.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Heather. Winnipeg is so proud. Okay.
Awesome.
Are you going to try some too?
Oh, yes.
Ooh, it is gooey.
Yep, this is the goo we have in the middle. Here, I'll give you that little bit of
Okay, crust.
flaky pastry on the side.
She's right. When we come back, I sit down with a real genius.